Hello, anybody out there? For those just tuning in, I will be recording a bit of map making that I need to get done for my game tonight. I'm going to be using Arkenforge. It's a program I like. So, with that said, let us not waste any time, for time is of the essence. Let me just make sure this transition to making art is going to work. No. Almost. Bear with me. Aha. Alright, this should work. Pajau. Whoa. I'll turn that down a bit, but I think I might leave the Arkenforge music running. This is the thing. This is the thing I use for lots of funsies. You get the launcher, and then the launcher will launch the toolkit. It's well thought out. Oh, no music after all, I guess. I wasn't sure if it stays on when you launch the thing. Also, Enjoying some tea. All right. Sweet. All right. Fiddle with some windows here. Okay. Maybe it would actually be fun to show a couple things first for reference as to what you can do in this thing. When I'm in a rush, I've done things as simple as this ambush map, which was embarrassingly just the scan from uh, the module I had. I just used it, but then I exported it into a very precise format afterwards, pixel wise, so that it would work in Roll20. I think the frigate is a pre-made uh, example you can get in the software. I'll just bring that up for a second. Hopefully it loads up. I definitely made sure yesterday to make sure that uh this thing was working, because occasionally there are a lot of updates you need to do if you haven't used it in a while. So it looks like this is a boat. A frigate is what it said it was. Although it looks like maybe some materials are missing on it a bit there. This is definitely a bigger one. But it, so I didn't always check out all of the pre-made ones, because obviously whatever I'm doing, I had to make whatever I needed at the moment. But if need be, you could, if you buy this thing, like you get like definitely a tavern, and you got this ship. It's a good starting point to work with, but it does look like, oh wow, big sails. This thing is definitely to scale. I'm just waiting for the ocean to load in or something. The other great thing is like things get animated and stuff too. So, oh, there. Guess that's it. That's an interesting one. I'm also going to just load. What did I make? I made a thing that was pretty. What did I do here? Castle was a recent one I did. Nothing too crazy, but I think I did a few layers, so we're loading a bit of a vampire basement there. And then the upper part of the castle. So that was pretty interesting. And then the trees of this haunted land. But yeah, enough of that. I have to get into it, but I am working on the Evantide Abbey, which was in a module. Turns out it is in the treetops of this area, and I took the time earlier to, if you can see the blurriness, I got it roughly to scale. I think this will be close enough for what I need tonight. In any case, it seems to just be ever so offset. Oh boy. But there have been a lot of updates since then. So as far as manipulating objects go, that might take a little bit of... Ah! I put this on a lower level. That's what I did. Let's try and line it up a little bit more. Nah, it's close enough. I believe the Evantide Abbey is set on the treetops, actually. But I'm going to quickly read, hoping that none of my players are watching this stream, to... Oh, you can see that. Okay, well, you might as well just see. So, Evantide Abbey spans the branches of 3 massive shadow-top trees, hundreds of feet in the Starwood Forest. So it's really high in the air, 200 feet. Built in treetops. I don't light. Having ascended to the highest branch of the traps is... It receives direct sunlight appropriate to the time of day. And what is... Okay, so what's interesting is... time of day actually is a factor in Arkenforge. You can actually set the time of day here. So right now we'll leave it at noon. But I guess depending on when my players arrive, I can adjust this to be lit properly later on. That'll be good. All right. So if I pop back in, bird's nest, occasional spider webs. Moving around on the branches of trees is much like moving through a corridor. Okay, so they can't really see outside of where these large branches go. So, for all purposes, having it be a dark background, it will be fine because they're sort of going to be in this tree, even though it is light should be breaking through it to a certain degree. Now, I just have to go back a bit because there are a few encounters that I may need to do first, but I'm just kind of going to decide. This is the big one I need to work on, so I'm going to work on that for a little bit first. But there's an encounter in another area. Midwood. A greater variety of tree species thrive in the rich soils of Midwood, including numerous streaks of white ash and beech trees packed tightly among the pines. Wow, so it's a lot of different trees. Even in the brightest hours of day, dense leaf canopy of the Midwood reaches the forest to no brighter than dim light during the day. Creatures lack dark vision. So this area... Turn the bend in a clearing. You see a large stag. Okay. No, I'm actually doing this fight, so... Brambles, thicket, clearing, shadowy clearing. Okay. Cool. So for one fight, I could do something that could be like maybe 100 feet area. That is like dark forest thing. That won't take too long to make with some trees. I could make that for them. And then later on... Later on in Starwood... Almost darkness in Starwood, so that'll be kind of different. I could get away with using one map for those two. Okay, so... Firstly... What we'll have to do then is decide on the texture. So if I go up a level, what I may need to do Let's use a brush. Oh, painting the map. No, we're going to have to change that to something else. Content, official creations. See, what's interesting is trying to figure out how to use the, essentially as a giant tree. How do I make this true? This is just basic wood, though. Can't have the tree be that, so... Oh, moss, okay. Yeah, excuse me. Okay, leaves are good. Oh yeah, one thing you can definitely do, is you could just do like a search. Try and see what you need to if you don't want to like look through everything. Yeah. Okay, brushing an object isn't gonna... Aha. Hardwood oak. Okay, now we're cooking. Okay, that still looks like plants. It does too. Hmm. That'll be a bit blurry, but that kind of... Well, either way, I gotta finish this today, so... No real choice in the matter. I'm just saying I have to go with a wood texture and be done with it, I guess. Let's go back to that hardwood. Okay. Oh. So what I think all I can really do is try and do my best to do little bits and... Oh, oh no. Do these little sections and they'll look a little bit. I can actually rotate the texture around if I need to. Okay. Opacity. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so now... Oh. Okay, that won't work. Okay, there we go. Okay, it's just gonna have to be like this. But yeah, the old point of doing them in 3 little sections there is I think then I can do this. Then if I manipulate the object, texture rotation, can at least offset it a little bit. And that's kind of the best thing I can sort of do. Yeah, it's going to look like somebody built this tree, but you know what? I guess that's just one thing I didn't really think about was having an original sort of wood texture to use. I mean, the only other thing I could do is I could try and look up maybe a repeating bark texture. I just don't know if that would crash my stream or not. Let me just double check what's going on here. Let's get this out of the way. Yeah, it's pretty high. I'll see about maybe replacing the texture later. For now, I can... That's another neat thing you can do is like you can replace the texture pretty easily from what I remember. I did that a lot on another map of mine. So I think what's more important is getting these branches set up. So back to it then. Polygon. Does this work? Okay, good. You can select that, and then you can... Oh. Then you can do this. Come on. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, there's not any music. I got this, ambient stuff going on here, I guess. Oh yeah, replace acid, it's right there. I'll try and at least go with the form of the branches here. And then just a few clicks here. Okay. That's good. Except it doesn't quite look the way it should. Yeah, having the textures wrap around, I think that's going to be a thing that can't really be done, but I feel like the only short of it is I would have had to try and recreate these rooms with existing trees, but I can't really edit the textures. Oh, dude, I have a few rooms to do. Oh, boy. Alright, one thing at a time, I guess. Yeah, at the end of the day, I kind of just need a player area, so let's just do it this way. And again, if anyone listening has any questions, feel free to ask. Not much to really talk about otherwise. I mean, I don't know how many out there enjoy D&D. Yeah, you can use the right mouse button to sort of move around here. And then continue left clicking to place your stuff. I think I'll have this branch go about here before sort of coming back, and then feels like there are layers to this thing. Looks like the more jagged I make it, the more it'll kind of be tree-like. I will have to manipulate the layers of where these things are afterwards. Everything new is going to be on the topmost layer, from what I remember. So you could brush this on instead. Doing it this way, though, will get your object to be just one solid chunk, though. Sometimes if you take a break and like keep painting and lift your brush and lift your brush and that, it doesn't well, it's going to be a lot of things to select. It's going to be a lot of different objects. So this makes your life a lot easier if you do it this way. And I'll try and be smart, and I'll do these outermost areas first. But yeah, I guess the goal is I'm going to try and do as much as this as I can. But honestly, the players I don't think are going to get to this tonight. So the clearing that I sort of need to make in the other forest is probably more important. As long as I make it a sort of generic clearing, I think that will work pretty good. Alright, what's over here? Definitely gonna have fun when I can decorate this a bit more. Canopy and stuff. Like, I'm thinking I'll do like this lighter gray area will be thickets of... It's just gonna be a big blob of leaves, I think, or some sort of bush kind of texture. I think there's something like that. Let's see if that comes back to haunt us. Oh yeah, I definitely don't quite know. Alt, like, you can use Control to snap to the grid, which is helpful. You can get precise blocks then if you want, if you want to, or precise angles. Ooh, there it is. Cool. Okay. 12 is pretty big. Whatever, hell, let's just do it. I think it'll be okay if things overlap a bit here. I wonder if they'll fall off this thing or not. That'd be interesting. Well, here's hoping they don't. But as a DM, I'm sure as hell gonna try. But I don't think it'll really be a problem if these are like really thick. Thick enough that it's like you're going through a corridor or a tunnel, then I'm pretty sure they wouldn't be able to get out of this. Ah, shoot. Can I... Undo is gonna undo the whole thing. I don't think I can alt-click anything. Let me just try. No, I guess that'll just have to be it. Yeah, it's close enough. Cool. Okay, it goes over here. This will be an interesting fog of war reveal. Something happened. Oh no. Ah. This is more of a problem than I thought. Oh, you know what? I wasn't even looking at it right anyways. I kind of did it a bit wrong. Okay. Okay, what am I doing? Am I clicking too close to another one? What's the deal here? Okay, I gotta investigate this for a second. That's an object. I don't have time for this. So it seems I was clicking too fast and too close, and that pretty much effed it up. Well, I don't care to experiment again. Slow and steady, I guess. Normally I would be using my Wacom to do this, but I think I need a little mouse precision here. Okay, sweet. I also just need to get like the basic shape, so the sharper this, the more jagged it is, I think it helps with the tree. Look. Okay, what do we got here? A little bit of some there. Okay, don't F up, don't F up, don't F up. Whew, almost there, almost there. Yes! Okay. I need a little shorter one than that. We'll go with this one. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Cool, and then... I hope my players Appreciate my work. DM prep. DM prep. Prep. DM prep. Perfect. Great. Stupendous. Amazing. That's a quick one, too. Yeah, I'll definitely try and share these results if they're good. Though I do have to be careful. A couple of my players are in my Discord. What happens if I click there? No, redo. Why aren't you clicking that? Why aren't you? Okay. So there are still little bugs like that, I guess. Okay. I mean, I don't get why selecting suddenly gets that tile and then I can suddenly start using the brush. Anyways, I don't really get why that works like that. Oh well. Best one sees the pros and cons of this. Of what a software can do. I would say for the most part this has been really good in that you got a lot of resources to work with. There are a few community packs that also had a good number of things. But yes, sometimes that literally could not redo making that thing after I pressed undo while using a tool. Seems like a very specific issue. Oh, and by the way, I got like so much D&D during the holidays. I'm doing this game tonight. I'm playing in a game tomorrow and Tuesday, so I gotta do 3 days in a row, and let me tell you, it's fun. It's fun, but I am probably getting a little ragged sometimes. With the amount, I do want a bit of a break. In my prime, I was running 2 games and then playing in 1 or 2 at my place of work, which is pretty intense. But the ones at work tended to not last very long. So I was okay taking a break from those groups, but met good people doing it, so there's no regrets in that regard. It was just a lot to do that during the week as well, while working. I'm thinking Area 17 is where the big fight is. Well, I'm hoping someone is enjoying learning. It's weird. Usually my gaming sessions, there's a little bit of chatter, but I think Sunday's got a lot of people busy, so if you popped in for 2 seconds, I appreciate it. If not, I guess I don't appreciate it. Oh yeah, I thought you were looking, Mel. Honestly, no, if you got stuff to do, that's fine. This isn't too interesting anyways. It'd be fun if I was more painting objects and sort of designing something from scratch. There are a lot of, like, I could put some skeletons in here. Little dead bodies. Supposed to be off doing stuff, tired from yesterday, so barely been out of bed. Well. Oh, that's too bad you're low energy, but sometimes we do need a bit of a recharge. Alright, let's look at what's done and what's missing. Oh, almost done. I'm going to press the save button just to be safe. Just going to make this a little transparent so I can see what I should be doing here. Same with all of you, actually. All of you can... Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. As long as I have that tool open, I can make it like that. Sweet. Okay. So, a couple more rooms. Interesting that there are doors. Oh yeah, I forgot. I gotta make some dumb walls afterwards. I had a bad storm yesterday morning. I woke up 2 hours after getting in bed. The storm came up. I was awake for another... Oh shit, storms. Dude, you make me feel bad. I just got a new bed, and I mean, I don't have to deal with storms as much. I mean, we had some storms recently these past few months, but the beds helped a lot with getting some sleep. I feel pretty good today, actually. I mean, I just wish everyone could get a good rest like that, but damn, do you have to pay for getting a good bed? Oof. 12-hour shift. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. The 12-hour shifts that I used to do... I never did too many, and I'll be honest, I was very lucky. I got paid time and a half back in the day to do it, but when you're on a computer for that long, it does take a toll on your body as well. It's never a good thing. The J is worn in majesty. Majesty. Yeah, I sleep on a malice bed. A bed of malice. I feel quite rested after the fact. Just starting my day with a lot of vengeance on the mind. You know, I'm just gonna make these all a little transparent for me. Make my life easier. Okay, cool. Nice. Yeah, and for me, I had to do data management, and I think the most I ever did were some 10 or 12-hour shifts, having to stare at a computer all the time because I was so stressed out about the work getting done or not. You know, it was like a film studio, so it's like they need that shit done. And you need to be staring at it at all times, because if something fails, you got to get it, like, re-going as fast as you can. Rendering just crashes, you know? It just crashes sometimes. Oh, boy. Okay. What do we got here? Yeah, I mean, standing for 12 hours, like, even working from home is, like, sometimes I still feel the same if I just don't move or do anything for a couple hours. It's just brutal. Okay, I'm gonna just quickly check the description here of this area because, again, I don't think they're getting to this tonight, but I just want to see what the deal is with the doors or something. Heavy double doors, double doors. You stay on the state website in order to order products sometimes because we've gone so fast with the check. Ugh. Yeah. Things are a little... I definitely got it easier right now. I imagine if I had to manage more people and pay attention to emails, it'd be a little more stressful, so I'm not doing that quite now. Okay, I'm just going to assume these are all wooden doors. That'll make my life easier if I just assume. Although I should add the doors last. Excuse me. Wood perspective wall. Corner. That works for me, wooden wall. Line. Polygon. Oof. That's too big. Why is it so big? Obviously, I'm doing something wrong. It's not the right exact thing that I need. Pointy wall. Let's do wood again. What do we got here? Wood ledge, wood ledge, wood bridge. Wood bridge? Wood bridge, are you kidding me? I don't think that would do what I want, though. Yeah, that would turn out like that. That's no good. Alright, just more of this then, I guess. Oof. Oh, that almost would have done what I wanted. What was that? That's like a vertical. Let me just try that again. Oh, that was like a line tool, right? That was kind of garbage. Okay, that's kind of what I need, but I needed to... Why has it got to be like that? Oh boy, this is gonna take a bit. Wooden wall, okay. Well, anyways, I'm glad you got rest, man, because you can't. I mean, there's a little thing called exhaustion. Like, I know it's hard to not say no to more work. I think they're even offering overtime for what I do, but like I'm already doing like 40 hours a week. Like I just don't have the energy for it anymore. Oof, retail. Yeah, the other thing is, yeah, for those who don't know, and I guess so this is on the video record, tried to get a new PC. Lots of storms in my area, so that's all delayed, and I couldn't imagine working in the post office right now where I'm at. I think if anybody ordered anything last month, it's like weeks behind schedule now. 80 for 2 weeks. I mean, again, I would only do that if it was like time and a half. Like, if it's at your normal rate, it's like, no, pay for overtime because you're like physically hurting yourself. Just like how I'm going to I'm going to mentally hurt my players later. I killed their goblin friend the last time we played. It was very satisfying. Alright, you know what? I have to look by the way these are sorted. No, they aren't. They're unless you have like big sway. I mean, I think we've all definitely seen a lot of strikes happen these days when people come together, but yeah, it's not everyone has the ability. Aha! Walls. Whatever these defaults are, I gotta use them. Thin walls. Black. Brick. Log wall. Yeah. Hell yeah. This is what I want. Build options. Line. Polygon. Yes. That's exactly what I need. Well, I hope that works out. Alright. Now on to the business of these walls. I just have to take care of this quickly. Okay, that's all working out pretty good. Okay. No. Yeah, I think I'd gotten a few like recruiters pestering me, but they're like, at the end of the day, they have something that they want to get done like early in the year, and they're just seeing if they can poach people to finish a project. And you know, I'd rather be at a place where I can like stay around for a little bit longer. Like, it's hard enough in what I do because you get paid like you get contracts like a freelance artist. So unless they actually want to renew you at the end of a project, you know, you can just get let go. Yeah, so that's kind of why I like where I'm at. Like, I managed to get more money out of them recently. Nice raise, but... And there's going to be steady work. If, like, you want to stick around, then sure. Other places could pay more, but the contract's going to be, like, a year or two tops, if you're lucky. If it's on the tail end of a show, maybe. I mean, well, the one offer I had was, like, for a year show, and I think maybe it would have been good to stay there, but I don't know. I can't regret it now. I kind of just, times these days, you're like just paranoid about even having a job. So what do we got here? 17 is the innermost sanctum. Okay. benches. Okay, looks like I can just make this a wall or something. Like when I had a renter, people were telling me to buy a new car, then that car. And that guy left like a year and a half later. Yeah, I mean, it's like... Yes, that's the move, I guess, but... That's presuming things stay pretty stable. I guess I could make these walls thicker, but I don't think I will. So 17 is where the big fight happens. Okay, I think we're looking good. I just gotta do this area now. Click, 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 click. Yeah, I think one problem I had was, worked on a good show. I'm still kind of proud of it. Like, I did actually work on Mega Man cartoon. That was pretty awesome. But they never got a second season, so then it's like, do we need you around? No? Okay. Then I had a bit of a dry spout for a while. It was actually really tough to find work. I don't know why I'm in a city full of this sort of industry, but just didn't work out. Okay, let me just zoom down here in the adventure so I can see where the door's at. Okay, double doors, not dumble doors, just double doors, single doors. Let's find some doors now. Door. I'm sorry, why does no display? Yeah, I mean, there are definitely other cool shows being worked on, but I'm like, okay, is it steady work, though? That's like sort of the thing. Okay, what's this thing here? I can't even... Oh, okay, this... Okay, there we go. Door. Oh, so tiny. He's baby door. Something happened to some of these textures here. Why are they like half the size? Bench, table. Let me just see here. Doors. I'm just gonna look at the doors section. Okay, this is a bit more proper. Whoa, that's... Why is it huge? What did I do to this door? Okay, whatever. I think I just gotta go with it. Double door. Let me see here. Single, single, single. Double door. Then... Door, door. Door, 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 door. Double door, double door. All right, then we just have to do this. Scale them down a bit. Good enough. Then you... Oh, nope. No, thank you. Or what looks better? Yeah. That wasn't very good. What is with these doors? Where do they fade at the edge there? But yeah, it was pretty cool. Like, I've been tempted with cool projects. There's definitely other ones in town that would be interesting, but sort of again, like, I think unless like I don't know. At least having worked on a show like that, they'll remember you and sometimes remember like, oh, we did hire this guy or gal. They delivered for us. So let's ask him again. And could try and take those second chances, I guess, but I've been hesitant. I definitely like where I'm at right now, so... Plus, I just gotta remember I gotta ask them for more shit if they want to keep me around, so... Okay, yeah, I may have to recolor all these doors. They really don't stand out very well. But... honestly, I just need like I just need the doors to work. I don't care anymore. I'd like to move on to hopefully if I can get the base of this done, I may call it quits and then I start a new map quickly. And do that other one that I probably need for combat tonight. You like the little sound effects they added into this thing? Excuse me. Okay, so. I select that, 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 select it, select it, select it, select it. Then I select it, then I select it, then I select it. And I select it some more, and then I select that, and now I think I can manipulate the opacity all at once. Woo. Cool. I only missed a couple. Alright, so here's the deal. Doesn't look very grand right now, but what I do then is what I did earlier. We try and rotate that a little bit. Yeah, then we just keep doing this a little bit. Try and at least, again, I kind of wish I had a different texture, but as long as I keep this tool open. I can at least make where it crosses over. Ah, shoot. Look a little different. Oh yeah, and there's texture scale too. I suppose if I wanted to, I could like play with how big the scale of it is. Let's try that quickly, actually. That might... Well, it's sort of... No. Let's just leave that at 1. It's not looking very good. Good. Sweet. Okay, now I just have to look at it here. Just play with the layers a little bit. An easy one is move to bottom, and then it remembers them individually though, so hopefully you don't have something on another layer there. Ooh, that's a dumb looking branch there. I am going to choose to put that one on the bottom so that it doesn't look so shitty. Okay, so I think for the most part, that's pretty good. But how do we make this better? How do we make this better? Well, first I'm going to look up some more textures here. Nice exercise. Oh. You're sweating while staring. We'll keep up that exercise, my dude. What do we got here? I can never find my own emotes. Oh, well, maybe this one. Just staring. Okay. Looks like... I wonder, maybe I can just get some big bushes. My thought is I do this. Scale up said thingamajigger. That would work pretty good. It needs to be a bit rounder though, so I definitely manipulate what I need. to make it a bit better. Not that bush, though. That bush kind of stinks. Oh. Oh, yeah. I just remembered. There's an easier way to do this. Select bush. Bush is brush. Then I do a lot of brushes. The bushes with my brushes. And it could be really dense. But I kind of need them to be bigger too. You know what? This works. This works. You know why it works? If I go up a level... This is gonna be... Actually, that should not be that dense. That's gonna take so long to load. There's a method to this madness. If I do this, basically I'm gonna scale these all up. Since I'm on a different layer, this won't be a problem. Just gotta maybe delete a couple outliners here. If I do that. Then we go here, maybe I... Put a few over here. I guess otherwise, I'm going to see how this looks first. I think this will work. And then... Oh. Nope, this may crash. I have made a horrible mistake. I don't remember the last time I saved. Oh no. Oh no. Oh! Save. Woo! Ooh. Have some chocolate. Okay. Small test. Scale up. Won't do what I want, unless... No. It won't scale from point of origin. Okay. No big deal. That stinks. So we're going to delete that. Just going to delete them all. Yeah, so I think what the better idea will be is bushes aren't going to look like real great trees So I'm going to see if I can find some trees to scale up and just put on a layer below. I'm just going to have to like copy and paste them or something. It's just going to have to be kind of stupid. Oh, there they go. Okay, good. Because, I mean, tree canopies looking like bushes is going to look kind of... It's not what I would want, I guess. So then we just got to find some trees. And... Whew, yeah, nice variety here. Autumn. Carnivorous. Let's just get a few, why not? I mean, as far as the description goes, it describes the area as just really thick from what I remember. Yeah, just like dense growth. Let's just get a few here. Okay, and so then if these all get scaled up, be pretty big. Okay, we don't need you. Goodbye. Yeah, it would have to be something like... Yeah, I'd have to like slowly decorate this thing. I wish I could make like the size of the object bigger when I paste it. You know what? I'm just gonna stick to one tree type. Maybe these two look kind of best together. Copy paste, paste. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. As long as I don't cover too much of the tree. And then if I maybe put like a generic grass texture underneath on the bottom, that should give the illusion of like this tree canopy kind of situation. Hopefully, anyways. It could just look like shit, but... Maybe just slightly rotate, offset. How long have we been going? Hour and a 30? Hour and 30? Okay. Okay. So at the moment, I have determined that Arkenforge tries not to crash. So if you like programs that probably won't crash, I would suggest this one. Whoop. think my other idea was to maybe... No, I'll just have whatever texture on the layer below. In fact, maybe I should try and do it now. Okay, wait. What have we got here? We got that layer. We got that layer. Okay, I was doing it on a different layer. I might have to move that around. Okay, how big can... I'm getting distracted, but let's just find some grass quickly. Moss and grass. Moss and grass might be good. Or lush grass. Okay. Lush grass. Fill tool. I gotta do a quick test. Oh, no, don't do that. I just have to see if this works or not. What do you mean fill object? Okay, whatever. We're going to have to just do something quickly here. Wait, what's this? Weedy grass. Weedy grass. All right, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, the layering system works pretty good. Especially in buildings, I guess, but in this case, I would want to see what's all those trees I just put on in another layer, so I have to move them down to be with the other objects. I think there's like... You can use things as tiles, which will kind of paint them, you know, the repeating textures, so they're like this, and that's pretty good. Or they can be objects, and I think as you noticed earlier, when you use certain ones that are meant to be objects as... when you use certain objects as textures, it doesn't turn out very well. The textures weren't ever meant to be used like that, so... Mystery solved, I guess. Yeah, I'll definitely... see if I can push this. I did want to get that other map done. Okay, so we have that texture. And I'm going to confidently... Okay, I'm not that confident to delete this layer. I'm just going to make it invisible and lock it so I don't touch it. Now we don't see it anymore. Then my next thing I was going to do was grab that, go back to tiled brush, turn on soft brush. Then I was going to... Why is it all ding-dang dark? That doesn't seem right. Why is that darker? You know what? Something must be wrong with its opacity. There we go. Okay. It was set to it like the other stuff. Okay. So now... with a little soft brush, I'm just going to do this one little extra layer of Nicey niceness. And because the repeating texture lines up, you notice no real difference in getting the soft edge. So yes, this is going to be a lot of things, but I'll likely lock this layer so I don't click on anything by accident. But I'm hoping I can just leave it on this layer due to the fact that I would like it to be slightly darker and I don't really want to play with the opacity and stuff. I think you could put more than the couple hours I'm doing. It really depends how well thought out you want to go. Because the other thing that I haven't really, I mean, you must have like heard me talk about it earlier, but if I go right here to time of day, you can see how if I make it night or sunset, it actually changes the hue of the texture a little bit. Which is pretty cool. And you know what? I'll just save it to show how much effort I put into this other one. Called The Death. It was when they went to this very cryptic place. So I could have just done like the basic tiles like this. And left it at that, you know, just... I think back in the day I was printing these out too. So I think I made this one kind of modular to print out. But some of the objects, they can be videos. So you can actually have like rich flowing waterfall animations if you want. And other things such as, wow, these torches. So, I mean, I must have had a few sit-downs to get it right. And updating this kind of had a missing content thing. But as you're going to notice here, you can actually turn on the lighting of objects, which is really cool because they kind of like to support the use of these on like digital monitors and stuff. So if I actually go here and grab this statue, you can see it actually has real-time lighting that is based off the stuff around it. All the torches are light sources and then I had to do the extra work to make these little walls, invisible walls. But once I realized I could snap to the grid, that sped it up a little bit. But I don't generally spend more than an hour or two on a map that my players need. I just, yeah, and there was a problem in this room. Demon rituals, so lots of blood. I would probably move that to the top. Although I'm not going to save this map anyways. Yeah, and so you can make whatever a light source. Under effects. Oh, interesting. Looks like there's new things like, oh, a floating effect. That's kind of neat. These are some new things I haven't actually had time to play with. Could make some maybe orbs that float or something. Oh, flickering. Oh, yeah. Flickering didn't exist when I made this map. That's totally good. Like, let me just see here. If I... Oh, yeah, and then you copy and paste that. Yeah. So, yeah, it's all about the effort you want to do. I mean, honestly, I need something... Like, I'm spending, like, almost 2 hours now working on this big forest thing. Honestly, for a D&D player, you probably would just need the outline, like, was in the module that I was sort of flipping back to, like this on grid paper is enough to work with, really. I wanted it to be a bit immersive, but seeing that my trees are going to look like wood paneling, like the elves, did wood paneling all on the trees. Like, that's not really going to be too immersive. But it gives me something to do, and I made a good number of maps out of here for the different encounters when I was having, like this was a hidden chamber, so it was fun to, like, make this and then, like, add it to the table afterwards. I don't think I added any real-time lighting in some of the other ones, but, like, there's some things that, definitely get supported. Like, the other thing, like, I was really lazy, so this one map here is literally just, it's literally from the PDF. I just wanted it, I think I physically printed this one. I managed to sell it or give it away too. I think I may have just given it away or sold it, to people who are playing this campaign. Looks like it's missing some things. I'm pretty sure I tried to cover up the room numbers. So yeah, very minimal effort if you just want to use it to export maps in a certain format. You just load it up and then get it printed at the right size that you want. Let's go back here, though. Okay, that loaded pretty good. Okay, so it darkens things when it's up a level, but not when it's lower level. Interesting. Okay. I could print it like this, I guess, or something. Can you only use what's in the program, or can you add stuff on your own? Totally. The library here, Arkenforge is just the core stuff here. These names here are users who have made stuff. I think this guy, I don't know what those are. Those might be animated glyphs of some kind. But no, totally people have, like, made these other textures and things. And this was even, like, my little section. I thought I had lost this, but this was when I was trying to just... I drew these pictures, actually, of my players back in the day. I don't think I'm not really running this campaign anymore, but I had drawn them and printed minis, but then I just took the images, slapped a background on. And at the time, this program didn't support tokens, but it sort of does now. Tokens being your little character that you can move and stuff. So yeah, I mean, any image you make, I think you just sort of have to understand, if you make a certain texture that's meant to be a wall, hopefully it repeats like that. I think you saw earlier when I was trying to use logs a certain way, it wasn't really working. Like, this wood paneling is good for, like, building buildings. It's just straight up wood. Paneling of repeating texture, but then the tree is an object that doesn't repeat very well. So yeah, you could even make fancy little animated magic, and then that would work too. All right, I'm gonna try and be a little lazy here. Copy, paste. And then just move these around a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably keep streaming for a little bit longer. I do think, though, that, like I said, I might have to go into a little quick low effort mode to make a clearing fight, but the clearing fight will probably be... Actually, how big is a... They gotta fight a pretty much effectively an Ent. So how big is that thing supposed to be? Huge plant. Medium. Huge. Oh shoot, now I realize I gotta get some like tree tokens later. I'll have to do that later. But yeah, I'll just use the same field for this drow fight. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah. I mean, I've been on the Discord for the oh wait. How serious do people get playing this? Like, instead of an Ent, what if you did a giant ant on the map? Would players think it was funny or not? I did actually have players, I did a random map that had these pretty much just giant bugs in it. Turns out I found out that our druid, she doesn't like bugs all that much. So we found that out. But it was an interesting fight. It's not out of the ordinary for something like that to happen. I think it just depends on the setting. Like, it could be random like that, like, oh, a giant bug is here. But, I mean, in this fight, there's going to be some, like, evil trees. I want to say... There's some drows that are doing things, but they're all things that sort of relate to what's sort of happening in their world right now. There's kind of like demons and things doing shenanigans, but there were also like corrupt nobles and stuff, but they sort of got past the noble stuff, so now it's kind of like, okay, what's next? And what's next is probably eventually facing some demons and stuff. The trees and Wizards of Oz were Ents. Shoot, I need like a refresher on that. The Wizard of Oz. They could have been. I don't see why not. Oh yeah, that tree shouldn't be there. This tree shouldn't be here. That shouldn't be there either. Alright. Trying to remember when that happened in Wizard of Oz. That was crazy. I think to qualify as an Ent, you gotta like... Well, you gotta talk, I guess. That's gotta be one pretty easy requirement there. Oh yeah, wait. She picked up the apples, they tug and didn't walk. Yes. I actually think they were Ents then. Because I was just reading here that awakened trees and treants have false appearance. When the tree remains motionless, it is indistinguishable from a normal tree. So what appeared to us and Dorothy as a normal ass tree was in fact Ents, but they were like, they were just winning their, I think their deception rolls. Just like, whoa, she just couldn't tell. Her wisdom was too low. I mean, Dorothy wasn't too. If she was all that wise, she would have just stayed at home. Or, wait, she did stay at home, and then that was the problem. Alright, I just need a bit more work on these trees, I think. Because I'm getting a little tired of this. Although I have learned wherever you point your cursor is where things appear. I mean, I'd love to add a bit more to this, but, like... time is of the essence, I guess. So if I go up here and I press paste... okay, then I got a bunch of trees. And then I'll just place them all over the place. Perfect. And now they've all been rotated and scaled random enough that I don't really have to do too much work. Yeah, I think I do have to worry a little bit about dinner in a bit too. Yeah, and I think I'm still thinking about when you asked earlier about like how much effort. Like honestly, you might get a night or two out of a good map. It just depends on like how long the battle's gonna last. I think a cool map can help inspire your players a bit more. I mean, you can have fun with just your imagination just fine, but then when you see like a important thing pop up, I think they get into it. Like I did a total another one that was let me just bring it up actually. Start an internet thing saying the Wizard of Oz and Middle Earth in the same universe. We will push this agenda. We will push it hard. So... shoot, where? Ah, maybe it's on another computer. I'm not seeing the one that I made. It was after the ambush. There's totally this, like, fun battle. Oh, Bell in the Depths. That's what it was. Yeah, like, it was sort of this big, like, gladiator arena fight, so I put in the effort to make a map for that, which was, like, this one. Just sort of had to have basic, platforms, and I just had to, you know, describe their height pretty good. But, you know, like, this was good enough. You know, it's that texture, it's water. The wood, you can tell when it's different, so you know what the different layers are, and that's, like, clear enough. And I think that's supposed to be rope. I don't know. And that was, like, clear enough for the fight, but, you know, I wanted a detailed map for it. Nice place to chill, yeah. I think it was full of, like, pretty hungry fish, though. I don't think you'd want to really chill there for too long with the audience booing and stuff. Okay, so. Yeah, I don't even know if I really need all these trees anymore. I'll try and make good use of them, though. I think it feels like I could fill in some gaps here. Just gotta eyeball it a bit. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try and finish this up the best I can with this tree placement, and I think I might call it quits. I might have to just do a quick, another quick map, before I play, or I may just not even do another map for them. I think it's, I'm a little strapped for time, so they're just gonna have to use their imagination. But I'll find some pictures of Ents for them to fight. Maybe I'll find one with some apples on him or something. No, I'm just thinking about that. The Wizard of Oz takes place in Middle-earth. That's definitely, you know what? Maybe that kind of is inspiring me. I should ask. I still haven't decided what to do with some of my streams over the winter break. I do have some of those old Lord of the Rings games for like GameCube. Those would be kind of fun to play. I've always wanted to like do like the Two Towers and Return of the King games. I love like kind of fun beat 'em ups like that. Okay. Why is there a tree here? I just went crazy with these trees. If you're ending, I don't know if they're still going or not, but that Roxy My Dryer is streaming a D&D game. Oh no, they're offline now. That's too bad. Yeah, I could totally try and raid another channel if you know if they're still running or not. Something I'm trying to remember to do more. Sheesh, how many fucking trees did I copy and paste? Good gravy. Good gravy. Yeah, I definitely don't. You know, I was so in a rush to get this done for tonight, but like, they got like 2 fights ahead of them. And I'll be honest, a session, and if a battle's happening, I just have to presume that that might be most of the session. It's usually how I have to estimate how fast people are going to get through my adventures. Why is there another tree? Alright, this is pretty good. This is pretty great, I'd say. Pretty proud, pretty proud. Okay, save, save, save. Okay, and then other than... Oh, good God. Even I'm getting, like, fed up with this. Okay, they're all kind of within the lines. Why are you still duplicated? What the heck? Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not like a texture artist or anything. That's definitely a position in what I do, but... All right, not quite what I imagined doing this for. I kind of, like I was going to put larger ones underneath, sort of like that. Actually, maybe I should try that too, actually, just in case. That looks better. I think it's like the scale was the thing, though. Like, if these are like really big trees, I can't really have huge, big ones. All right, you know, I'm not going to overthink it. I will just maybe select this, play with brightness a little bit, turn it down a little. Didn't I do around the whole edge? You know what? Maybe that doesn't even matter anymore. I'll have to finish that another time. And then... Now that's darker. And that's pretty good. So then if we select that, just go okay. And then this is the dangerous part. Oh. We grab all this. Layering, level, move down 1 level. Now we are all on this level. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. For what I need anyways. I did want that edge, but I must have gotten distracted or something. I didn't finish it. Why am I deleting work? No, it's not your bad. I should have known what I was doing. Like I can totally just pick up where I left off here by doing this. And then I can just do a quick opacity change with the both of them, with everything selected. Oh. Yeah, actually, this totally reminded me, like I really haven't played a physical game of D&D in a while, but like I did, you can totally just go to store and just get boards that have sort of textures on them, and you can use dry eraser markers and just draw whatever little boxes you need, or like any details you need on the map, and I did that a lot, actually. Now that I think about it, before I tried to get more advanced like this. Advanced? You could say it was Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Anyways. Let's play with the brightness here. Now it's all uniform. I just do that. Cool. It took me a while to realize Advanced Dungeons and Dragons was just 2.0. Okay, well that looks pretty good. Again, I'll see about changing the texture on everything, but as long as nothing's really covering up most of the branches, this is enough of a map for me. And at this point, what you would do is you would go export map, and you sort of can... like I use Roll20, so sometimes I do those settings, and then initiate selection, and then you can sort of just do this, and then get what you want. It's going to be something like that, and then you pretty much just export it. I think what I'm going to run into is one or two issues. Usually, oh, it's popping up over here. What's popping? Okay, I made it a JPEG, so I guess the background will be black, but let me just show you. This is, I think the other problem I usually run into is size limits on Roll20, so I usually will have to maybe have this, but like, look, I mean, if the assets are, you know, high enough, it's a pretty detailed end product, so I think this is mostly what I need for when they get to it. It's good enough. I wish it wasn't like hardwood floor, but I'll figure it out, I guess. And with that, take a break. And I'll take a break and probably come back and do a quick 100 square by 100 square, couple trees and some grass, and just call it a clearing. And that'll be the battle area for the night. But yeah, thanks again for chatting, Mal. And if anyone else is watching, I will be working on making an archive of this. I think I've been recording this whole time. Eventually I'll get some stuff set up on YouTube a bit more for things like this. Well, and my other stuff. But seeing tutorials or video things sometimes could help people make maps too. Yeah, glad you got some working out done. And well, fingers crossed, I've been trying to get to affiliate, so hopefully enough people watched this afternoon and enjoyed it to maybe keep some numbers up, but I'll find out soon then if that goes anywhere. But yeah, per usual, keep it real, keep it tight, but take it easy. The holidays are coming up, so try and rest and see people you know. Oh, I've been holding this mug wrong. There's no tea left anyways. But yeah, definitely we'll try and do a few holiday streams as it comes up. Maybe they'll get more themed as things go on. But yeah, it'll be nice to have some time off, and hopefully I can see how things go with the streameroonies. But peace out, everybody, and let me know what you think about videos like these, and or streams like these. Cheerio! As he looks for the end button. End button.